The SACP says it has not ruled out contesting the 2024 national elections. The party has for years supported the ANC in local and national elections. We're now joined in studio by Mr. Madala Masuku from the South African Communist Party to tell us about their plans. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. So here we are once again with this rhetoric of contesting the elections and breaking away from the alliance. What's different this time around?
Look, we're not breaking away from the alliance now, and we've been in this for like 101 years. For the life of the SACP, we've been looking at what is it that we need to do jointly in the interest of the people. So, but now, from time to time, we review because we are a party for socialism. So we need to review from time to time as to whether we still, within whatever arrangement that we have, are we still on track? So this debate happens all the time, every time we go to renew our mandate in Congresses. And in this Congress, the Congress said we should be explicit that we are a party of power. We are going to contest, we contest elections, and we are going to contest election. And we need to look at modalities of how to contest effectively within the reconfigured alliance and also with outside the reconfigured alliance. Are you still on track in terms of the agreements you entered into? Yeah, yes, we are on track, but there's a need to review our working. Because circumstances on the ground are actually saying ANC you must review, SACP you must renew, and all of us have been renewing in a renew program. COSATU you must renew the way you service your workers. So all of us, if we are renewing, then we're saying we can't go in the same way, same way we're operating within the alliance. I mean, the alliance was operating. It needs to change. So that is the work that the Augmented Central Committee said.
How's the renewal process going?
The renewal process in terms of the work that we're doing within ourselves as the ANC, so as the SACP, is work in progress, and we think that we're making progress, and even this Augmented Central Committee has identified things that we need to be looking at, and hence the strong call for a contestation within a reconfigured alliance, a need for the reconfigured alliance, because there are things that must change, and if they don't change, the SACP will not conclude its renewal process.
What are some of those things?
Some of the things that must change is about ourselves, both ourselves and the ANC, having a common analysis of socio-economic challenges of society, come up with a common program, and also even a government program, identify leaders that are going to be able to implement this program. The budget speaks to the need to change the lives of the people, of the working class and the poor. It's number one. Number two is that we have to have a common way in which we hold accountable our members, and we must have a common discipline which is directed by the alliance, and we must then speak in different languages, and collectively we should actually be able to hold accountable members that are deployed in government, especially where we send them to go and do some work on behalf of the alliance. But additional to that, we are saying accountability must not just be in the alliance. Those who are coming from the ANC, they must account to the ANC. Those who are coming from the party must also account in the party work. And now the other thing is that there's a new thing now. There's coalitions that are coming. And currently we haven't been coherent in terms of how to handle that. The ANC will go and have a discussion without us and COSATU. So we are saying that going forward, those discussions, we must collectively engage in them and set up principles on how to handle them.
How long does it take? It's almost 30 years, Mr. Masuku.
To do what?
In terms of the material changes to people's lives, right? So you speak of not only the working class in South Africa changing their lives and some of the items that still need to be ticked off the agenda. People are getting more and more patient on the ground, as you can see with it. We characterize it as service delivery protests, but it's people genuinely bemoaning the lack of progress that has been made.
That is why we are saying that if we all jointly analyze the socio-economic challenges that our society is having collectively, we will then be having we'll be able to see what programs and policies are appropriate for fast-tracking change. Because we believe SACP now. Yes, we've got right programs, good programs as an alliance currently to respond to challenges of the people. But we feel that the policies now are too much to the right. It's actually too much in favor of the rich and the owners of property. And we think that those policies, we need to adjust them a little bit. And it's in this discussion that we're going to have now, that we've been mandated by the Augmented Central Committee to go and have with the ANC and the Alliance is the discussion that we must have. That,
okay.
We must resolve that.
While we have you in studio, Mr. Masuku, we know that government has, with immediate effect, ended the state of disaster on electricity. SACP's position on that?
We say government has ended the disaster.
On electricity?
It's something that has happened just now and haven't analyzed that. Okay. And we didn't get what it is, what informs government. It's some of the things that we're talking about when we say we must reconfigure. There should be no alliance partner where a decision has been taken and there hasn't been engagement. With those things, it happened also when we're dealing with the issue of the Minister for Electricity. And we think that we need to resolve that. The Augmented Central Committee said we must do that.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm wondering whether, you know about this, or whether there was consultation on this, or if there would be at any given time, or ordinarily, rather being the word, that the Finance Minister was in Parliament and he's made a decision to exempt Eskom from reporting irregular expenditure, and he says for now.
Yes, we looked at that as probably an administrative process, and it's not something that you would have had a consultation on unless it has got major impact on our work. But we must say that we haven't been consulted, and we're looking at that. We're studying what it means and what is it that they're trying to solve. But what we understood them to be solving is that it is something that they think that it should not be in the report of AG stated, because of the nature of the things that are dealing with, especially on the side of dealing with the monies that might have been lost through corruption. And in those areas, if they don't know exactly what it is and how big it is, they should not be, probably Treasury was saying that they should not be penalized. But it's something that we're going to look at internally as to whether it's not compromising oversight and accountability of Eskom.
Mr. Madala Masuku, sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much.
To stay with Newzroom Afrika, we've got